take out the middle letters from, of course, Lorenzo, you get MC Ren, founder and owner of his own record label, Villain Entertainment, signed to Eazy-E as a solo artist in, of course, 1987's Ruthless Records, wrote half of Eazy-E's 1987 debut album, Easy Does It, and was included with Cube, Dre, Yella, and Eazy to form NWA. So, you know, after the group disbanded in 1991, he still stayed with the label to put out gold and platinum product. He was involved in making it popular for explicit language to speak on street life. Currently works alongside Paris, Gorilla Funk record label, Public Enemy, RBX, and there'll be the reason why I'm playing like several of his songs is because the artist that I have in the studio, of course, he deals with what's going on in the streets, real cat, articulate, conveys messages. My man, Chris Bleek, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. Thanks for having me.
Ain't no problem, man.
I got my little man, the last edition of the family tree. I got Marlo the Monster in here. This is my little son right here.
I hear you. And like I was saying earlier, that is now explaining why you're so passionate about what it is that you're doing, man. And if you could definitely, you know, speak up and speak clearly, because I want everybody out there to understand what it is that you do, my brother.
Well, pretty much, right now I got myself stretched out, just prepping myself up for real. I'm doing promotion, I'm doing artist promotion, recording, I do a little graphics on the side. I try to speak to the up-and-coming artists to give them an insight of the things that I done went through, and just try to just educate them on the stuff, the things that I lacked coming into the game, and just try to stay positive. I went through a period of my time where I was in a little black hole, was frustrated with the music thing, and it was like, you know, I gotta get it back going. So I figured I just started reaching out to the people and just started doing more of collaborating, not just on more of just doing music, but just collaborating with the people and just seeing what it is that they really want out of doing the music. You know, because if there's really no wants, or if people have something that they want out of the music, it's pointless to even dedicate your time and to try to please the people and doing the music.
I feel you on that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you, we're going to start right at the top, because when we go to your page, and we'll get into contact information at the end, but when we go straight to your page, I see it where it says the real Chris Bleek.
Yeah.
And I want to know why you had to, you know, put it out there. The real Chris Bleek.
Right. Well, for the most part, man, like with the whole name Chris Bleek, I actually have a buddy, a classmate, go by the name of Reggie Smith. He was actually all-state linebacker. He was a linebacker for Shaw High. Played center, power forward for Shaw High. He actually gave me that name in high school. So I was Chris Bleek before the music. And I just carried on with the name. You know, I just carried on with the name and just branded it pretty much. Just with everything that I did, basketball, football, drawing, and the music. And I just branded it and just kept it pushing.
I feel you. What's so important to you about branding your name?
If you don't have a brand, you're not selling. It don't matter what it is. If that name is not up to, if it's not top shelf, people not buying.
Right. And like a little bit about what we spoke about, go into the importance of definitely rest in peace shout out. It was a design of a decade when Black on Black Crime Incorporated could always count on John Barbarino. Because, of course, when Black on Black Crime Incorporated held fundraisers at the Redeemer Banquet Hall, he was like the main member who made sure payments were made and everything went smooth. He was also known to give his own awards to those he felt were overlooked, no matter who objected. As a matter of fact, Barbarino threw my very first birthday party as well as Mama Porter's. And November 5th of last year, the elect Ernie Smith, he became his campaign manager for Chairman Earn. And of course, Barbarino and I threw a joint holiday party for youth and others at the Black on Black Crime Incorporated Hip Hop you know, at our headquarters. So we did that. And also, he was known to always provide food, pop, and others for the hip-hop workshop, as well as when the Cleveland State University men's basketball team stopped by, he made sure that everything went smooth and classy. So recently, I got to give a shout out to him because he was known to buy Cleveland artist material. Before he passed, the past Monday, like the past few weeks, he was playing like music from Ballhead Fred's, Kill George Zimmerman, and Humble G's music. So I want to give a definite shout out, rest in peace to that brother right there. And also we lost another person by the name of Thaddeus Jackson, who was of course the Bedford Heights city council member. He had stopped by our a few months ago. He came to a Cleveland State University hip hop workshop. So I have to just give my respects to those two. Hosted by Chris Bleek with DJ Emax. That'll be, of course, tomorrow, Friday, October 3rd, 9 p.m. at 15532 Euclid Avenue, OPN People's Community Center. Tickets are $5 in advance, 10 at the door. And, you know, before I even go into it, I will feature a couple of other hip-hop workshop artists. I will say Al Porter, a.k.a. Sheriff Kilroy. We will have also in the building Ronnie B. as from 1008 Vision, as well as Black House Sounds.
Me just pretty much prepping myself up to doing everything myself. Like when I first started doing music, there were no CDs. We had tapes. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, you know, take my mother's cassette tapes and take the tissue where I get some tape and tape up the two little holes on top of the cassette tape. And I used to, I found out the way to record my beats on the cassette tape and my vocals. So I had me a keyboard. I started making my own beats and karaoke and a keyboard. That's how I started off. And I used to make my own tape covers. I used to take actual pictures, cut them out, tape them on the size of the tape cover, and then scan it, print it back out, cut it out. Then I got my tape cover right there. Man. And I just stayed consistent with it as time and technology went along. I just tried to keep myself up to date. I went from the karaoke and the keyboard to the 4-track. Then I started working the 4-track and the keyboard, and I graduated to the it was Cool Edit Pro and Fruity Loops, and that's where I actually created my first single. I produced and wrote my first single, so it was just all off of just my dedication of what I wanted to do.
Being willing to study and learn your own.
Swag brother, swag brother. I see you catch me on my grind, dog. These niggas rather